Hello and welcome. I am MadMartin from UG Media, and I'm speaking to the Welsh wonders that are Bad Dog. How are you, gentlemen?
Bit knackered.
Great set. Thank you once again. Thank you very much for giving us such a fantastic performance. All happy days. It's going to be a bit of a quick one. I know you guys have got to shoot off. But you've got a gig coming up, haven't you? You've got one next week with Wild Hearts, is that correct?
Next week in the Tivoli in Buckley, North Wales. Friday. Details? We're opening the night, aren't we?
We're opening the night, it's Friday, with Wild Hearts, Tivoli, Buckley.
Yeah, we've got tickets. If anybody wants to contact us on the page, we can do a little bit of a discount on tickets.
Ooh,
yeah.
Good stuff, good stuff. How did you actually land that gig? I mean, you say we're booking agents, this. But when it comes into a bigger band like the Wild Hearts, how does that work?
I believe they've been asking for us for ages, and
really?
yeah, we've put them off a few times. Yeah.
We know the promoter of the venue, and they're one of my favourite bands, and I told him if he didn't get me the Wild Hearts gig, I'd shit through his letterbox. No, he's Rocky's a good guy, and he gets us on stuff that he knows that we want to do, and this was one of the things that we wanted to do, so yeah, it's good.
Cool. Good stuff. You guys are from Wales, obviously. It's a bit of a trek. With logistics and going from A to B, what's the funniest thing that's ever happened in going to a gig? Or going back from one?
Someone put in fuel in the wrong fuel in.
I put petrol in my diesel. We had
shit!
I actually left the garage and realised, this isn't good. We had the tip incident. That was a good one, wasn't it?
Tip incident?
When you hired a van.
Sounds like a classic when only one person remembers it.
I don't know.
Yeah, he was moving house, so he hired a van, and he said, right, on the way to the gig, I'll go empty all the stuff in the tip, and then come back, and you were going to get the stuff. Or I had stuff in my car, you were going to come,
right.
And then got to the tip, and the van was too big to go in, so we had to unload the car at the side of the road, take all the gear out of the van into the car, do loads of runs to the tip. It's a bit of a nightmare.
I had one today in the train station.
Yeah.
You want to what?
I had one today in the train station.
Yeah.
I saw a guy taking a piss on the train track.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That would have been shocking. Crazy, that's insane. Yeah, the world's a bit of a strange place at the moment. Okay, cool. With other gigs? There's a lot to. There's a lot they are responsible for. Yeah. So apart from the gig next Friday, any others that you got planned for the rest of the year, or is that it?
We've got a Christmas gig, yeah.
Yeah, 28th of December with Madhaven, who are our label buddies, in the Marine in Colwyn Bay, and then heading into next year we've got loads of stuff.
We're in Cannock, in the station with the Revival Black and Scarlet Rebels.
And then we're doing Hard Rock LAOR in Great Yarmouth, Wildfire Festival, and decorating the spare bedroom and doing that next
and
year
we're doing
Wicked, cool. Any particular colour?
I don't know yet. I don't know.
You paper it or you painting?
I'll probably paint. Yeah.
Is it your bedroom or is it?
It's the spare bedroom.
Just a spare bedroom.
It's the spare bedroom.
Eggshell or something.
That's what I was thinking. Something neutral.
Yeah, something neutral. Yeah.
We have
no one's going to see it. It'll be fine.
We've got the WDFD festival as well. Yeah.
Got WDFD festival. Yeah, I'll probably do the painting before that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, wicked.
So that's our.
Make sure you get it all off your hands, though, especially to glossy.
Do you remember the date of that? That's in May sometime, isn't it?
That's in May, yeah.
And that's in...
It's all on Facebook. All the
I think
events
that's in the
Facebook.
station in Cannock as well. And that's our label, and it's all 11 or 12 of us that's on the
I
label.
think it's 12 bands, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they've got the whole label playing in one
all
day.
the dates are on our Facebook, and Sarah, our manager, who's hiding in a room over there, she knows them all, so...
Yeah, or through Epic Venom as well. Yeah.
Epic Venom. Yeah. You alright, Sarah?
Did you plug the actual page?
Page. Bad Dog.
Bad Dog.
Yeah.
Bad with a B, dog band. Yeah.
On Facebook, yeah.
This woman was putting mad into a phone before, as per usual. Yeah.
Wicked. Going to releases. What have you got anything in the pipeline? Are you recording or doing anything? What's going on there?
The plan...
Just waiting for AC/DC to finish with the studio they're using. And then we'll be writing.
Using all bastards. Hurry up, AC/DC.
We're writing, and we plan to go into the studio this year. And but given that, probably early next year. We'd like to get something out next year.
Hopefully, at least get a single and a video out first, and then maybe another single while we're completing work on, be it a mini album or an album. Yeah.
They call that an EP though.
No, EP 4 tracks, mini album 6.
Fair dues.
Just nip it in the book.
Yeah, that's it. Boys at the back.
No, we don't.
Yeah,
You don't? They just like hired thugs or something. They just took them money and bashed things and stuff.
Look at Ben's stance. It's easier to make sure no shit goes down.
It's
It's
a good.
base, which is a bonus.
It's a very good stance.
Security / basis.
Awesome stuff. Obviously, we'll get there. We at UG Media will play your stuff through Epic Venom. Thank you very much. It's very, very kind of them, obviously yourselves. Has there been any weird instance of trying to get music played on the radio at all?
I got an email once off a woman in a radio station in America, and you know what it is like these days. You know, there's lots of independent radio stations and lots of web-based radio stations, and you know it's great to get played on them because there's exposure to a certain extent. But you know, some of these will have thousands of listeners, some of them will have 2 listeners, and it's their mum and dad. You know, and this woman from America, she said, "Well, we're going to play you this week." Just to let you know, blah blah blah. She tagged us on Facebook.
Yeah,
seemed to have a lot of listeners as well. And then she played this song by another band called Bad Dog, and tagged us in it, and it was like this death metal band. That was a bit strange because I told people, listening, they're going to play us on this radio station, and then it just sounded like we'd taken a hell of a different direction with the band.
Yeah.
like instantly.
Yeah.
Cool. Good stuff. Logistics again. You're going to getting equipment from A to B. I know you can have quite a lot of stuff when you're taking your own gear. Backline is always a help. But when you're taking everything, what is there anything odd that's happened while doing that? Apart from obviously with tips and stuff.
Yeah, this happened tonight. How the fuck how that happened? If you know what that is, you don't know what that is. That shouldn't be there.
What happened to that?
A fuck knows.
You've had your socket fell into the back of your amp, didn't it?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Whole host of
We've had a few
weird
nightmares.
and wonderful things. I use a very old Marshall amp that decides to work as and when it pleases. That's a bit frustrating.
What about that gig we did where we were constantly looking at the noise meter? Remember?
Oh, the Joyce thing, yeah, we were plugged into a decibel meter, and when it peaked for too long, it cut the sound out.
No.
Yeah, that was a strange one.
I remember this, and it was basically throughout the whole gig, all we would do was watching these things go into the red constantly.
At the end, I remember I was in the red, and it's a big crescendo, and I knew it was going to be loud, and I knew I had like 5 seconds in the red, and I just pushing it and just eased off at the last minute, yeah.
Just right at the end, just eased it off right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big
All right.
finish.
Big finish,
Ease
that's
it
it. Okay, Bad Dog boys, thank you very much for spending
Cheers.
some
Thank
time
you very much.
having a chat with us. You can catch them on UGXL. This is MadMartin, this is Bad Dog. Thank you very much. Good night.